If I were to ask you, what does productivity mean to you? I want to hear shout answers. What does productivity mean to you? Let's start from the right hand side. Bismillah. Just anything comes to your mind. Thank you. What does productivity mean to you? Anything, come on. Yep. Energetic. Someone else. Sorry? Efficiency. Sister in the back? Spending time in meaningful ways. Someone else? This side. Anything comes to you. What is productivity? What does come to your mind? Sorry? Being creative? Okay, maybe. Discipline. Excellent. Another one. From this side. Action. Great. Someone else?
Positive results.
Results? Setting goals. Go upstairs. Being active. And the last one? Sorry? Being yourself. Well, if you're not productive, you should not be yourself. Okay. Productivity has many definitions, right? If you look at the industry definition, it is actually output over input. The more output you have per input, you're considered more productive. But that definition is too clinical, too manufacturing based. I don't like it. We have another definition. Productivity is focus plus energy. Focus plus energy. If you have focus and you have energy, you'll be productive. If you don't have focus or you don't have energy, you will not be productive. Now, I put a little thing in brackets, towards a beneficial goal. Because you can have focus, you can have energy. Someone playing video games, he's focused, he's got energy, but is he productive? No. So it'll be towards a beneficial goal. Also, this equation will help you solve your productivity. If you're saying, why am I unproductive? Why am I procrastinating? Ask yourself, am I losing focus or am I losing energy? What's missing? Is it because of lack of sleep, lack of food, lack of fitness, the energy part? Or simply because I'm distracted and I have lack of focus? Which one is it? So this equation will help you understand how you can be productive. And understand why you're being unproductive in certain situations. So productivity is focus plus energy towards a beneficial goal. Now, we've added more like an Islamic definition to productivity. So, okay, that's nice, but let's add almost an Islamic layer to it. We say productivity for a Muslim is focus plus energy towards maximizing your reward in Akhirah. That is true productivity. If you can focus and have the energy towards maximizing your reward in Akhirah, then you're truly a productive Muslim. Any questions so far? Clear? Brilliant. Okay, let's move on. In Islam, it starts with intentions. And again, I thank the brother who mentioned that we should start with intentions. Our productivity, they don't look at our actions. Normally people think productivity means someone being busy, someone being taking action. That's not productivity. Productivity for a Muslim starts with intention. This is where we start as a Muslim. And this is where our productivity should start. What is the intention behind the action which you are going to take? And also, as Muslims, we are judged on our intention and our action, but we're not judged on our outcome. That is upon Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. We focus on our intention. And we focus upon the action, taking the action. The outcome, the results, is upon Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And that is part of the concept we have in Islam of tawakkul. So think about actions you're doing, studying, working, being with your family, helping the community. What is the intention? And then take the action. Don't worry about, oh, I'm worried my kid might do this, might do that. Don't worry about the outcome. Sometimes you get paralyzed by the outcome. You think it's too big, I cannot handle this, I cannot organize 700 people to turn up today. But look, just start with the intention, start with some action, and people turned up. How many times we thought that we could not do something, but just with the right intention and the right action, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala blessed us with an outcome even beyond what we even imagined. One of the best advice I got in my life, and this became my motto in my life, was from a well-renowned scholar. I asked him, give me advice. He said, have good intentions and work hard. Have good intentions and work hard. That formula is the formula of success. Have good intentions and work hard, and you watch how Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala bless you with an outcome beyond your wildest imagination, beyond your wildest dreams. Have good intentions and work hard. I really recommend you to put this slogan on you anywhere you can put. We have it on our t-shirts, we have it put on your desk, write it down, have your desktop. Have good intentions and work hard, and you'll see that you'll become not just productive, Allah will bless you with results you don't even imagine. Also, think about the hadith of Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, in which he used to say that a person might reach the stage of a martyr just with his intention. He did not go out and fight. He did not achieve, he did not actually go out and fight, but because of his intention, his sincere intentions. And people normally ask me, well, brother, are you suggesting that we should sit down and have nice intentions? No. I'm saying sincere intentions. Sincere intention means I really, 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 really want to do this. But then if Allah allows me, if there's tawfiq, then yes, I'll take the action, and inshallah the outcome will be achieved. But if you really, really, really want to do this, but you can't do it for some reason or another, then Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala might reward you even with the results of the outcome. Any questions so far? By the way, feel free to jump and ask questions. I don't want this, lecture student thing going on. Just feel free to just jump in with questions and stuff. No questions upstairs? Okay, let's move on. Why is it important for you to become productive? Now, he already told you some answers, but we'll not ignore that question. Why is it important for you to be productive? I want to hear some exact reasons. Why should you become productive, right? Life is nice. Life is cool. I can sit down, chill, watch TVs, watch Facebook. Why should you be productive? On this side. Let's start up. Bismillah. Anybody? So you want to become a better Muslim, okay? So in the back? Sisters in the back. So you want to become active. Why? Say it again, sorry? True. As human beings, we need to be productive. It's like, life gets really boring if you're not productive. Trust me. It's like, okay, then what? Watch TV, then what? Watch reruns, then what? Right? It just gets so boring. Okay, this side. Why is it important for you to become productive? Just think of any reason. Why should you become productive? Yep.
You only have enough. You don't know how long you're going to live to reach your goal.
Okay, so you want to reach your goal in Jannah, and Jannah's price is expensive. Right? You cannot, someone sits down and chills out, inshallah, of course, enters by Allah's mercy, but you have to work hard for it. At the back? Yep. Make money. Great. Good one. I like that. See, someone's practical. Okay, someone else. All of you are nice, make your Jannah, do good. Come on, make money. Okay, be practical. Fine. Someone else.
Makes you feel good about yourself.
Makes you feel good. Gives you meaning of life. Okay? Sister in the back. Maximize reward. Okay, that's cheating. Someone else. Another one. Say again. Benefit our ummah? Man, you guys are too nice. Okay, so one on the top. Sister at the top. Why is it important for you to become productive? Think about it. To be different. Okay. From the title. Okay. Alright. So we've come up with 4 reasons that, again, we can as Muslims need to keep in our mind when we think about why should we become productive. Number 1 is the path of the messengers. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala sent to us role models. Each of these role models were productive beings. These people were the best of mankind. These people they could have just made dua and Allah would give them everything. But they were still productive, they were still active. Idris alayhi salam was a tailor. Nuh alayhi salam was a carpenter. Musa alayhi salam was a shepherd. Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wasallam was a shepherd and then became a trader. Each person had a duty, had a trade, and they were productive beings. So these were the role models whom Allah chose for us. And these people they were not sent not just because of their da'wah, but they were sent also because of their lifestyle, the role model that they used to live. So it makes you think that if these are the best of mankind and they're being productive, then who am I to claim that I can sit down, relax, and not be productive? It is the key to success. Just like this said, make money and other success as well. I would love to meet somebody who achieved success without being productive. That would be like the $1 million formula, right? Just achieve success without being productive. It just doesn't work out. If you want success in your studies, at work, at home, in your community, in your projects, in your institution, in your society, then you need to achieve success. You need to become productive. Gives meaning to life, as a brother mentioned, and as another brother mentioned. We're human beings. Life gets so boring, gets tasteless. If you sit down and you just do nothing, becomes like a waste. When you realize as a human being that something's missing if you're not productive. If you just, trust me, have you ever had a very boring vacation and you wish you went back to school? Right? It's vacation, it's holidays, yay! But I hate it. You're like, I'm so bored. I want to go back to university. Right? Because why? Because here you're so active, productive, you do so many things that when you go to vacation, you're like, I'm so bored. But sometimes if you had a great vacation, let's say a really busy vacation, you do so many things, come back, I had the best vacation ever. Even though you didn't sleep for 2 hours straight. You just had the best vacation ever. Right? Because you're productive. It gives meaning to your life. Make our Prophet proud. Again, we are representing the Ummah of Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Do you think he'll be happy to see us sit down, watch TV and YouTube and Facebook and Twitter and just sit down, chill out and without being productive with all these mediums? Do you think that he will enjoy the fact that he's seeing his Ummah, this best of nation, if we're lazy? The fact that the Muslim nations are not producing nations, that they are consuming nations, that we import more than we export, that we are the laziest nations. Do you think he'll make our Prophet proud? Just for the sake to make our Prophet proud, that we are trying our best, we are working hard to do something, to help this Ummah in any way we can, we are being productive. And that in itself is enough reason for us, even as a small thank you for what Prophet Muhammad ﷺ did for all of us and sacrificed him and his companions to give Islam to us. So these are reasons for you to become productive and to be active. Okay, now, let's get a bit more theoretical. Okay, the productivity triangle is basically, you need 3 things to be productive in anything you do. One is knowledge. You need to know how to be productive in a certain thing. For example, studying. You need the knowledge of how to study, what to do to study, how to work. Let's say in any area, you need the knowledge to tackle a task. If you don't know how to tackle a task, it will be very hard to become productive in it. If you don't know how to do a report, or don't know how to do a certain, some certain project, it's very hard to be productive in it. So you need the knowledge to actually be productive. Second, you need to take action. You need to take action. So have knowledge, you need to act upon it. Without acting, you cannot have the knowledge. Then comes consistency. This is the hard part. We have knowledge, we have action, we always lack consistency. Consistency, consistency, consistency. And the famous hadith of Muhammad ﷺ, the best of deeds are the ones that are consistent, even if they are small. Consistency. So how do we achieve consistency? Any ideas? So focus, okay. I'm looking for one word. Starts with the D. Discipline, that's it. Okay. The key to constant productivity, the key to consistency is, repeat after me. Discipline. 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 That's it. Okay? That's the key to constant productivity. Discipline, discipline, discipline. There's no other way. There's no easy solutions. I'm sorry. I would love to give you some nice quick magic to do this, but there isn't. Discipline, discipline, discipline is what you need to become consistent. Now as Muslims, we have almost 2 sides of discipline. There's the personal discipline, which is almost, called mind management. Don't worry, you're not going to freak out, use your mind or anything. What I mean is controlling your thoughts so that you stay positive. That you always focus on your task you have to do. So that takes discipline. Or body management. What I mean is managing your sleep, managing your nutrition, managing your exercise. Or life management, which means managing what you're going to do this year, what you're going to do next year, what you're going to do next week, tomorrow. Just managing your life generally. That's personal discipline. That requires you take certain action on yourself and on your mind to make sure that you are taking the discipline. But then, as Muslims, we know that we belong to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, and that nothing can go ahead, and all the discipline in the world cannot work without His tawfiq, without His permission. So we have what we call a spiritual submission and a spiritual discipline, where you realize the meaning of the verse, إِيَّاكَ نَعْبُدْ وَإِيَّاكَ نَسْتَعِينَ. Yes, we worship you, but yes, we need your help so we can worship you. So we worship you, إِيَّاكَ نَعْبُدْ وَإِيَّاكَ نَسْتَعِينَ. We worship you and we need your help to worship you. So when you have these two together, they come together, that's when you achieve discipline. Yes, you work hard, yes, you're disciplined, but at the same time, do not forget that you belong to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala and that you need Him to help you stay disciplined in your life. The non-Muslims, they focus on this part normally. They forget who they belong to. They will sit down, yes, you should do mind management and body management and all these nice super duper productive techniques of the world. But they forget about tawfiq. They forget about the permission of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, the will of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. But as Muslims, we know the balance. We know that we should work hard, at the same time we know that nothing can come without Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala's tawfiq. So Islam achieves both aspects of discipline for you. Now, the question is, how to develop discipline, right? This becomes the critical question for everyone. How can I become disciplined? You need three things. Number one, a higher purpose. Okay? Let's say I want to be fit. Okay? Now, just I want to become fit will not help me go to the gym every day. But let's say I'm scared I might end up with kidney failure when I'm 55 years old. That's a higher purpose. Alright? You think, okay, I'm going to be stressed. I don't want to be stressed about it. So you're so concerned about your health. It's a higher purpose. You don't mind being disciplined now. Think about a higher purpose. Now, think about higher purpose. This is studying. Okay? Could be a higher purpose for you is, I don't want to fail. That could be a higher purpose. That means, okay, I need to study now, work hard, because I don't want to fail. That could be a higher purpose. Now, as a Muslim, we go much, much higher. Our higher purpose is serving Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. That is infinite. And the beauty of this is that, yes, we have a higher purpose, but let's say someone says, okay, I want to become fit so that I don't have kidney failure. And a doctor comes to me and says, you know, Muhammad, according to your genetic code, you will never ever have kidney failure. Oh, khalas, no need to be fit. I'm done, sorted. Because our high purpose is taken away, where there's no need for us to become disciplined. But when you're serving Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, that's not going to go away. So you become disciplined always, because you have a higher purpose. So always try to, if you want to become disciplined in anything, have the higher purpose, serving Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So that's the first ingredient you need to become disciplined. The second one is practice, practice, practice. You cannot be disciplined. Going to the gym once is not discipline. Going to the gym every single day for about 10 years, that's discipline. Even those in the army, the most disciplined men around, they will tell you that even in the army, if 10 years they're doing the same, why they do the same regiments, the same sort of same moves, same techniques? Because they build discipline in their work. Otherwise, the army will become weak and not become disciplined in the time of war. So practice, practice, practice daily. And thirdly, self-accountability. Being able to hold yourself to account. So the moment you slip, the moment you do fall, you say, okay, what went wrong? Why would I not do this? And I said to you, Islam has all three ingredients for us. And again, this is the message of productiveness.com, that Islam teaches us everything we need, whether it's discipline, whether it's productivity, whether it's beating procrastination. It's all in there, embedded. We just have to be aware of it. So the first thing, higher purpose, said serving Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So when it comes to your study, how can you make it a higher purpose to serve Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala so that you make sure that you need to revise for exam? Where's the link? How can you make that link? Start thinking about that. How can you, anything you want to be disciplined in, see if you can attach it to a higher purpose. We have practice, practice, practice. We have salah. 5 times a day, every single day. It doesn't matter if it's Eid, it doesn't matter if it's Friday, it doesn't matter if you're, even if you are ill, you still have to pray. Even if you're traveling, you still have to pray. Even if you're in a war, you still have to pray. Discipline, discipline, discipline. 5 times a day you have to pray. That teaches us discipline. It's embedded in our deen, just that constant practice of getting up for Fajr every morning, of praying the Salah on time, of making sure we do everything. That it takes discipline. So think about this when you come to how Islam teaches you how to be productive. Fasting. Fasting is the biggest discipline school. I had a non-Muslim friend who said, okay, let's invite him, let's try to fast for one day. I was okay. By the end of the day, he was like, please, help me. And he was like, man, that was so hard. If only I didn't drink water. I'm like, you drank water? So he drank water and he was suffering. He goes, how do you guys do it for 30 days? Because it's teaching us discipline. Because discipline is the noble characteristic. When you are able to control your desires, instead of your desires controlling you, that's nobility. That's how Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala wants us to be. To be able to be in control of our desires. That's why He tells us to lower our gaze, to protect our chastity, to be disciplined in our salah and the fasting. All of these things teaches you discipline so they can raise your profile, become more disciplined. Thirdly is self-accountability. We all know about the scrolls, people who write on the scroll, the two angels who are writing every good deed we write, and every good deed we commit, and every bad deed we commit. That also is part of self-accountability and self-knowledge. So Islam has all three ingredients for us to become disciplined. It's now just to consciously think about this. It will help me become disciplined. We have it in our religion. Just about practicing it, inshallah. Okay, more practical advice. If you want to become disciplined, do it when you don't feel like doing it. What does it mean? The day you feel, I don't want to go to the gym, that's the best day to go to the gym. Okay? The day you feel, I don't want to study, that's the best day to study. Brothers who go to the gym, right? You know about when you do bench presses. Which is the most beneficial one? The last one. When you go, right? That's the most beneficial one. Why? Because that is the one that really works out your muscle. Same thing with discipline. The first one, yeah, I go gym, I'm enjoying it. Yeah, I'm studying, I'm enjoying it. The moment you say, I can't do this, the moment you say, I don't feel like doing it, but you do it, that's when you strengthen your discipline muscle. So do it when you don't feel like doing it. Secondly, better to try trying than to give up. Discipline does not come up in one day, or 1 week, or 2 weeks, or 3 weeks, or 1 month, or 6 months even. It takes time. It takes a lot of time. And sometimes even after you've practiced for 6-8 months, you can fail. Sometimes even if for 2 years you've been disciplined, there will come a moment when you will fail. So discipline is something that is continuous. It's not something that is one-off or very short period. You need to become disciplined. It takes time. So you better to die trying. So even if you fail, say, oh, I tried but I failed, I tried but I failed, it doesn't matter. Keep trying. Keep trying. Be aware of slipping points. What are slipping points? Okay, I'll tell you my slipping point. If I go to the gym, I have two characters. I have the good character and the bad character. So the bad character tells me, Muhammad, man, don't go gym, you're tired. You look so, you have a productive Muslim to take care of. MashaAllah, you're so productive. You don't need to be fit, right? So this is the mind telling me. And the good mind says, gym, fitness, come on, discipline, go ahead. So sometimes my bad mind will play a trick on me. It will make me forget my gym clothes at home. So when I'm driving home, I want to go to the gym. You forgot your gym clothes. Tomorrow, inshallah. Tomorrow. Okay. And then guess what happened next day? I forget my gym clothes again. So this is what I call, this is my slipping point. So what I do now, I have a permanent stack of gym clothes inside my car, right? To stop myself, to not allow my slipping point. So what is your slipping point? What is the thing that gives you the excuse of not being disciplined? Sometimes it's just having Facebook opened, right? Shut down that computer. Sometimes it could be having, something that, that will make you slip. They'll make you fall. They make it very easy. In fact, they did this very nice study where they showed they put two jars of sweets in front of two workers. One jar was closed, one jar was open. Guess which one was eating the most? The open one. Why? Even though the closed one, they could have opened it, but because there's a barrier, you think, okay, fine, I don't want it. But the one that's open is a slipping point. It's very easy. Oh, it's open. I'll grab it and eat it. So beware of the slipping points. Think about the slipping points that you have when you fail to be disciplined. Have a mentor, coach, or teacher. This is very important. If you want to develop discipline, let's say you want to develop discipline to pray Fajr, for example, Jama'ah. Or you want to pray discipline to be able to study and work hard. Or discipline in terms of gym. Or discipline in terms of doing community work. Or any type of discipline. Having a mentor or teacher or coach is very, very powerful way and a fast way. We're human beings, we're weak. We'll fail. We need someone to come and help us and pick us up sometimes. So have a mentor. It doesn't have to be someone, some expert somewhere. It could be a friend. It could be someone you know. It could be someone you trust, you admire. And of course, dua, dua, dua. If you want to become disciplined, discipline again can only come by the tawfiq of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So make dua, make dua, make dua. Any questions so far on discipline before we move on? Yep. Yes.
How do you start over after you've been productive for so long and then you slip?
Okay.
How do you get over that depression when you...
Yeah, I know what you mean. Trust me, I know the feeling. Okay, so the question from brother is, how do you start over the moment, let's say you go deep in the dungeons of unproductivity? Okay? You climb up again. Okay. Sometimes, if you've slipped for a day or two, you can easily snap back into your productive mode. But if you've been in the dungeons for like a few months or weeks, maybe you need to start slowly climbing your way up. So basically what I normally recommend, we'll talk about productivity tools and how to manage your different tools. But you need to work your way up slowly if you've been too long in an unproductive mode. Let's say you've just been lazy and procrastinating and just all the bad stuff for such a long time. And then one day you just snap and say, no, I need to go back into it. If you just rush into it, you might think it's just too hard and just leave it altogether. So it's best to start your way slowly. But if it's just been a day or two where you've slipped from your normal discipline routine, then it's okay to jump quickly into it. Except, of course, when it comes to things like salah or things which are fard upon you, then it doesn't matter how long, just go straight back into it. Don't say, I'll wait for 6 months to develop my salah routine. No. Slip back, go straight back into it, inshallah. Okay. Any other questions before we move on, sorry? Anyone from the top? Questions? Yep. Say it again.
What is the beneficial goal? How to set it?
How to set goals? We'll come to that. We have productivity tools. We'll talk about goals, inshallah. Okay? Alright, so let's move on to the 3 types of productivity. Now, we have 3 types of productivity that we're going to talk about, but today we'll only talk about spiritual productivity, and then we'll touch on one aspect of physical productivity, and unfortunately we don't have time to talk about social productivity. Okay? But that's the message for today. So, spiritual productivity is basically how Islam can boost our productivity. How does salah boost our productivity? How does istighfar boost our productivity? How does dua boost our productivity? So how does spirituality boost our productivity? I'm going to talk about that today. Physical productivity is about 3 things. Managing our body and managing our emotions. So we become physically productive. It's about managing sleep, managing nutrition, managing fitness, and managing emotions. And then finally, social productivity is about being productive outside of yourself, outside within your family, your community, and the ummah at large. So, a productive Muslim, people say, who is a productive Muslim? Trust me, it's not me. Productive Muslim is someone who combines spiritual strength, iman, with physical vitality, okay, with social responsibility. Now, physical vitality does not mean physical ability. You can have someone who's disabled, but they're much, much more productive than me and you. So it may just mean that physical energy to want something. So, spiritual strength, plus physical vitality, plus social responsibility, that's a productive Muslim. If you can combine all these 3 things, that's a productive Muslim. So think about, whenever you want to say, am I a productive Muslim? Ask yourself, do I have all these 3? Do I have the strong iman, the deen that should drive me forward? To have the physical vitality? And am I socially responsible? And help those around me? Because that would lead to a productive Muslim lifestyle. So let's go on to spiritual productivity. How much time do we have? So much time do you have? Just let me know how much time you have. So, okay, fine. Carry on. Okay. All right. So, Bismillah.